We already went through the actual creating of the reference URL. We already went through the actual creating of the keyword. Those are our growth tools that we're going to use on our Facebook ads, right? Before we go into the ads, we're going to talk about creating.
No, I just have a question for you. So at this point, up until this point, if there's one area where people might still be confused based on your work with students and fast trackers, in any part of this setup, what would it be? Where is the biggest point of confusion for people?
I think it might be the links that we use, Ben, that it's open for, it's so subjective. What should we use? A canonical? Should we use a two-step? Should we use this? I think that the one thing is that you're the master at that and need to follow you. So for example, if you're telling them to use a canonical only, that's what I want them to do. Whatever you're teaching them, that's what they need to do so they don't get any confusion on that.
Yeah. So at this stage, 100%, Manuel is right. The canonical URL, I showed you how to, where to find that earlier. That'll keep you out of trouble. So, yeah, I mean, I think the way that you've laid this out is very straightforward, and hopefully you guys are really loving this, and you see the application outside of this one purpose that we're teaching you here. I mean, this is to do the rank and the launch, but hopefully the eyes are starting to open up where you can apply this with different things for different products with different purposes. I mean, I think we're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah. One thing that I can tell you also about this, Ben, is that it's so open to different viewpoints on this, because I can tell you that, my dad, in my dad's example, he's a monster content machine, right? This guy is a beast. He has millions of subscribers on YouTube. He has a big brand. He has a big following. So we're not going to approach it in the same way, right? In my dad's example, we provide a lot of content. We build a big channel that and also one thing that I would tell you is that if you have a lot of content as a brand already, then you could consider maybe having a separate Facebook page or something else to do these promotions, and just keep your messenger channel pure. So if you have plans of becoming a social media big brand, then it might be a smart thing to do all of this on a separate deals page sort of thing. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but it really depends on that. If your goal is only to have a powerful Amazon brand, then it might be okay to keep everything on the same brand channel. But it depends on what your strategy, what are your goals for your business overall. If you want to go long-term, I want to be a social media superstar, well, maybe having it on your main page might not be the smart thing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would definitely recommend that you guys, separate those out, because there is no fee to start a second, fan page, right? So I can only see downside for commingling a 100% free rebate type offer front facing. So it's very obvious, because then your real buyers, the people that once you're ranking organically on Amazon, that are going to see your fan page, are going to say, well, wait a minute, boy, I was a dumbass. I actually bought this on Amazon. Hey, I just bought this. Can I get it for free? Can I get a gift card? It just kind of opens up a lot of different cans of worms. And frankly, you want to separate out kind of the freebie seeker type people from your real buyers. So I think Manuel's 100% right on. Just make a fan page. Like, let's say that you're selling a dog leash and your brand name is Alpha Dog Incorporated, then maybe do a Facebook fan page called Insane Doggy Deals. And that is the fan page that's running the ad. That is the messenger channel that is, that this whole ManyChat flow is set up in.
Right, exactly. And one more thing that I can tell you is that for those of you guys that are setting up ManyChat for the first time, to do all these ninja things that we talked about, these basic flows, you will need to have a paid account. There's something called the ManyChat Pro account, which starts at $10 a month. And it might cause some confusion, though. It's happened before, because they might start emailing you, Ben, I don't have this option. I don't have this option. You don't have those options because you don't have a ManyChat Pro account. As simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, the ManyChat, look, Manuel and I are not affiliated with ManyChat. It's not our software. We don't earn any money if you buy it or don't buy it. We could care less. But it's very inexpensive in the world of software, I think. I mean, it's very affordable. So just suck it up, get the pro account. Don't leap over dollar bills and chase pennies. Don't avoid this because of the 10 or 12 bucks a month. That would be absurd, because if you have the ability to tap into any of these ranking processes, you can make tens of thousands a month. So anyway, okay, enough on that. Let's go ahead and walk them through how to purchase the gift cards to kind of complete the circle here that we're building with this process.
Absolutely. Again, we're going through the process now. It is going step by step, and you have to follow this exact sequence. Again, this is me thinking about the exact roadmap for you to get this going. So don't skip on steps. Get all this done. Now, just so you guys know, we are building something very, very basic. I have very, very more, I guess, a lot more intricate processes that if you see the flows that I built, you're probably going to faint in front of me and not even going to believe it, right? So it can get quite complicated. What you guys are going through is a very simple, basic setup that really, really works. I have accounts, for example, that we run much heavier promotions that we do 40 or 50 gift cards a day. Really heavy, right? Doing that at a one-by-one basis, it could be quite a headache. So as you get way more advanced and as you start bringing in a lot more money, you can develop more and more advanced systems of doing bulk processes, right? Or more automated processes. It's all possible. It's something that has taken me a while to figure out. But what you're going to learn right now is how to buy gift cards individually that you're going to be able to purchase and just have those numbers accumulated so you can deliver them once Amazon confirms the shipment. This process right here is the most simplest process of all right? So now you have an option to go to the gift card section of Amazon.com and select e-gift, all right? This is basically the bare bones option. And once you go there, you can select how many gift cards do you want. Do you want to do 100 gift cards? Do you want to do 50? Do you want to do 200? You might just be starting off with your brand and you want to just move 20 units so you can actually generate at least 5 reviews and just get the ball rolling, get the game going. So very simple. You're going to go and select the amount. Maybe you want to do it. By the way, something that I can tell you also as a note right here, this is a good time for me to tell you this. The amount of the gift card is also subjective. You get to decide what you want to give as a gift card. Now, let me give you something that you might have learned throughout your time as a marketer already, as an Amazon seller. The higher the discount, the higher the gift card value, the lower the cost of advertising. I'll repeat that. The higher the gift card value, the lower the cost of advertising. So if you say, no, Manuel, I only want to do $2 gift cards, well, guess what? People are not going to buy into your offer. You're not making it special at all. So you got to do something. You got to be willing to get a little bit uncomfortable with this. If it's a $20 product, I will tell you to not do anything than $15, anything less than $15. So do 15, do $19.95, do 20, and just do that because that's going to lower your cost of advertising a lot. People are going to opt in more. They're going to be more into what you have to offer, and it's going to make it a lot more feasible overall. So in here, you go and you select. It doesn't matter what information you put in here, by the way. It doesn't matter because I'll explain to you in a second. Your user is not going to see any of this stuff here, none of it. So you're going to select, you're going to have email delivery. What is the amount that you're going to go after on this particular promotion, which is something that you have to decide, the quantity you like to purchase, and when you like them to deliver, which would be now, right? Because we want to get it set up now. Click add to cart, and then you're going to go proceed to checkout, and you're going to go and select your credit card information. This is pretty crazy, right? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. The average user has 6 credit cards on file on Amazon. It's pretty crazy. So with user's payment method, and then we get it delivered, and then we're going to wait until it comes into your inbox. Now, one thing to note is that the more gift cards you buy, the longer that it might take for them to actually deliver them. Sometimes it can be 5 minutes. Sometimes it can be 24 hours. They are delivered on a one-to-one basis. So if you buy 50 gift cards, you're going to get 50 emails, all right? 50 emails are going to have to be downloaded, and you're going to have to grab the gift cards from inside, and then you're going to plug them into a spreadsheet. So as you can see right here, we actually have a spreadsheet, which is a Google Sheet, which you guys can easily create one for yourself for free. Go ahead and put them in there, and you can select on the status whether it's used or whether it's new, right? So gift cards are gonna be plugged in here. So last step, copy and paste the codes one by one into a spreadsheet so that you can easily keep track of what you have and haven't used. When you're ready to send a gift card code to a qualified purchaser, you will simply copy and paste a code from your spreadsheet and then mark it as used. It's important that you are in present time, you're here when you are actually giving them the gift cards. Because if you copy and paste it inside the actual messenger and you forgot to use it to say it was used, it's gonna be a customer service nightmare because they're gonna try to get it applied and it's not gonna work. So make sure that you have a process that when you actually copy the gift card, you mark it as used. Or you can go ahead and delete it. You can cut it and paste it, and that way that problem is not a factor. So that's something that presents itself along the way as an easy solution for that. Okay, so now on this particular example here, you can actually select how many you want. You want to do 10 gift cards, 5 gift cards, 25. This is something that you have to determine from your training that you get on Search Found Bot. You already are going to know which one is going to be the volume that you want to get started with for you to generate some initial reviews and some initial rankings. So based on that, that is the amount of gift cards that you're going to go ahead and purchase. So Ben, this is actually the end of this particular module on how to select the gift cards. And we're going to jump into in a second on another step of the process, which is going to be all about the Facebook Business Manager. Any comments about this right here?
Not at all. I just really like the way that you laid this out. So why don't we get to the Facebook Business Manager? And I know that the next video that you're going to cover, this is a point of confusion for new Facebook users because they try to set up a Facebook ad through their personal account. So I'm really glad that you're covering this. So we'll get to that on the next module.